Hello guys, in this video we are going to be learn custom object, how to create a custom object and what is the role of custom object and where we can use it. There are many ways to creating a PowerShell custom object. So what are that way through that we can create a custom object, right? So first way we have a command so that we can create a custom object, right? What is that command? We have a new hyphen object so that we can create, and we create this object with the help of a hash table. So first you have to be create a hash table, then you can create your custom object, right? So what I'm going to do, hash table. So I'm going to create a hash table. Student details equal. So what detail I'm going to be stored in this object, and we have created this hash table, and if you see detail of this hash table, so how output it look like. Now you can see it is giving the in different way name, and it is giving the name of your property, and here in this column it is giving the value of your property. But I need in a table format, it should be a, this property should be in a header section and value should be in a respective column. So how I can create it, that is your custom object, right? So for creating that, we have to use a new hyphen object. Then here you have to type and PS object, and here you have to select property, then your hash table, and when you run it, now let's see. Now this time looking in a different way, that is a table format, right? So table format, if you are creating your table format in which you store your custom information, so that is your custom object. So this is your first way to creating a custom object. Dollar student, I can store this detail into this variable, and if you see here, you can see that one. Now you can see, and let's see another way so that we can create it. Another way, second way to creating this same PowerShell object output. So how you can create it? We have to use this one hash table. With the help of hash table, we create that. So that is the fastest and shortest way. Shortest and fast way. This one is the shortest and fast way to creating a custom object. So what is that? You have to use a square bracket, and here you have to be PS, then custom object. If you type this one, this become your custom object, and here you have to type your hash table variable name, right? Now let's see, can we create like that output or not? Now you can see we are able to create it, right? So using this one, you can also create a custom object. Let's store this, save it. Now you can see it's your custom object, how you have saved this data into a variable. And you have another scenario, right? For example, you have this one data already, right? For example, if you have import from the CSV file, so your data would be look like this format, right? So you want to be add one more column here. So how you can add it? So in that case, you have a selection command so that you can add it, and you have also another way so that you can also add, that is a add hyphen member property. So you have a both way so that you can add it. Let's see and how you can add it. Dollar student 2 and use your pipeline, select hyphen object and here select your property. So you need this one property, right? Let's paste here and I will add here one more column. So how you can add here, you have to be using hash format, right? Add the red and then curly bracket inside that is a key name you have to put, then equal. So what property name you want to be keep here, you have to be pass that name. For example, date I want to be add here, then semicolon and expression equal, then again curly bracket and inside the put the column value that you want to be add in this column, right? How you can get that, here you can type any command, get hyphen date for example. Let's see how you can add this one more column. Now you can see we are able to add one more column and as well as the value of that column. So like that you can add it, and you have another form of this. Instead of using this full name, here you can use also alias name like a n, and here you can add e instead of expression. So it's your choice how you want to be use this one, and this is the way so that you can add your column property. And if you want to see that, let's run it again. Now you can see, so it is working now, right? And you have another way also so that you can add one more column, dollar student use here and having a add hyphen member, then here you have to type the member type, property name, not property, and for example same date, then here you have to use the property value, right? Value, and what value you want to be add here, for example this one date I want to be add here. Let's run it and we have to display this data, select this one and run. Now you can see you are able to add extra column in your existing PowerShell object. So how you can add it, but this is enough. Let's see the example that we have to be understand. Sometimes you need to be a create, you have a multiple record rows, so how you can add here, how you can append in a next line, right? Same data. So for that what I have to do, I will take an example so that you can understand how we can use in a real life example. So we have a 3 information in a text file. So let me show you that one. Now you can see server, role and IPs. If you open this one, here we have this server, and against this server we have in a second file having an IP, and we have also role. What is the role of this server? So I have also in a different file. So we have a 3 file. Let's copy the path of this file and I will save this. So we have saved the file path and we have to be read the content of this file. How we can read the text file? So for reading we have a different command, get hyphen content, right? Using this command we can read the data. Let's run this one and you can get it idea what is the data. So let's see the server. Now you can see we have a server and this one having a IP IP and roles. So we have a roles as well, but I need to create a table format of this output in a single output, right? How we can create it? So we have a custom object so that we can create. We have a three way so that we can create it, right? So let's see how we can create it in easy way. So we have to be creating hash table, right? Equal at the rate hash table, first column name and property name. If you run this one, you will not get the expected data, right? Let's see. Now you can see how this is giving the value. It should be given a different rows, right? So for that, what you have to do with single data, you can single server, single IP, single role, so you can create easily. But you have a more than one, so for that you can't be create like that, right? So how you can create it? You can create. You have to be give this one by one, and you have to be stored into a array variable. Then you can create that format, right? And if you try to create using that one, so you can't be create. Let's see. There is a mistake. Now you can see unable to find the type, right? So it is not able to convert. So how you can convert it? So for that you have to use a for loop. For loop, I have to use a simple for loop. We have created this simple loop, and we will iterate over that index, right? So we have counted here what is the size of this variable, right? If you want to see that, you can see here, but we have put it a different server, right? So we have to use servers instead of server. And let's see here, what is the size? 7, right? So it will be start from 0 to 6, right? And we have to be get this one detail one by one, index y, right, by position. And here you have to be typed, and let's see how this will be work. But if you run this one, it will give the only last one value. Now you can see it is giving that one, but here you have to use a custom object, right? So how you can create in custom object? PS custom object dollar data. Now run this one. Now you can see you are able to create a table format out, right? And you can also use this one instead of like it in a two line, you can use in a single line as well. And here you have to put that one, right? Remove here, and if you see that one directly, let's remove this one, and you will be get this one data, and you can save this data into a variable, like for example data. Then let's run, and now you can see, right? So like that you can also save this data here at loop level, right? So this is the use case where you can create your custom output. How you can create it? What happened? Sometimes you have get it just some information from the different command, and some information you have get it from the different command, and you have get it the some data from other command. So like that you have get it the different data. So you have to be create a table for that, so that you can easily and other one can understand the data easily whatever you have generated, right? So this is the use where you can use this custom object